What's happening, everybody? It is Jeff and Justin here, the Frustrated Rockstars. We are back live on MP4 with some talk and roll.
Talking, rolling.
You're always dancing about this time.
Yeah, usually. Yes.
You are a good dancer, I must say that.
Well, thank you very much.
We've been clubbing. And,
oh, yeah.
I sit and have a drink at the bar. He actually dances and hooks up, but that's a whole nother thing.
He's lying, honey.
Thank you so much for joining us. Tonight's topic is a ubiquitous one.
This is a good topic.
It's a good topic.
We're excited
This is a Frustrated Rockstar topic.
Yeah, trademark. TMMM.
Where to stand at a concert.
Where to stand at a concert. We all go to concerts. Obviously, we're huge music fans. And you got to choose where you're going to stand when you get there.
What's the best?
Well, it depends on what kind of person you are. There are people that are front row people. I want to be as close to the artist as possible.
Right, well, that's most people. That's the
I
problem.
want to be as well, you know, not necessarily.
Too much of a high dust supply.
But sometimes you just want to be right there and it's like, wow, there he is, right there in front of me.
Right.
Now, usually your hardcore music fan wants to be somewhere in the middle, so sonically they hear it the best.
You get a stereo mix.
Right.
Because if you're sitting on one side or the other, you don't get a good mix. And
the best way to hear a concert really is to be like centered.
Anywhere,
back a little
basically.
bit, back a little bit. But there is people that want to be on the floor. I think it depends. Well, that's a personal thing for me. Like, I don't have one place I want to be. When I go to movies, I always want to be kind of in the middle of the row, middle of the thing.
Right.
But at a concert, it depends on the artist and what kind of show it's going to be.
Right. What about it? What if it's a stadium show, like a big arena? Where do you want to be?
I want to be back where I can really get the mix.
So you don't want to be in the front row?
Not in a stadium
front
show.
row, Motley Crue. You had it. How was that?
No, that was pretty good.
Pretty good.
But see, Motley Crue is one of my favorite bands. I want to be right where Nikki Sixx is.
Right.
But Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, I don't really need to see Tom Petty.
Really?
I'd rather hear it back.
Okay.
So I think it depends on your love of the artist. If you really love the artist, you want to be as close to him as possible.
Right.
Or her.
This year for
You know,
but if it's not, you're fine with sitting back.
Well, not back.
But as long as you're in the middle, you want to hear more of a sonic.
Now, what I hate is when you hit the lawn seat, because what you end up doing is just watching it on the Jumbotron, you might as well rent the DVD.
Yeah, well, that happens, like, even if you have decent seats with Jumbotrons now, it's like, well, I get a better view up there than I do right here, even if you're only, like, in the first 2 or 3 sections.
Sometimes you don't want the hassle, too, because if you're down front, especially in a general admission show, you got the pushing and the shoving,
you can't get
your
beer,
you
want to
get
get the
bathroom, right.
Well, for me, when I'm looking at the Jumbotron, I feel like I'm cheating. I feel like, well, I just watched the DVD.
Right. You're there to see the artist.
What I hate is when there's a band like that you really want to see close up, but your ticket's not good enough.
Right.
So the whole time you're stressing about trying to sneak up.
How about that when you spend your whole, when I was younger,
I hate that.
I
hate that. I ruled it out. I said, okay, I don't care. When I get a ticket, that's where I'm going to sit. I'm not going to try to sneak up. I'm just going to enjoy the concert from where I'm at.
I used to have a great scam I used to do. I used to go down to where the floor seats were, right? And I would catch a girl coming out from the floor seats. I'd stop her and say, listen, I have an offer for you. I will buy you 2 beers if you'll let me get down on the floor. And, you know, people want beers. So you go buy 3 beers, okay? And you have her like hook her arm in yours, like you're dating, and you hold 2 beers in your hand. And that way when you get down there, they ask for tickets, she shows 1, but they assume you're together because you're hooked together.
Right.
They let you down on the floor, you give her the 2 beers, and you're on the floor. That used to be my little scam.
Interesting.
You see how that works?
Yeah.
Because they assume you're together,
and
they say, hey, look, I'm all encumbered here. She's got a ticket, well, they're together.
Yeah. And plus, if it's like at the beginning of the concert,
that used to be a good scam.
They're going to enforce. But if it's towards the middle, towards the end, the ushers start to get a little looser, and anybody can go. That's the problem.
It's hard to move down though. They're sticklers.
It is. It depends on where you are and the timing, and how sold out it is. Blah blah blah. But
so it really depends on the artist.
And a little something to think about.
Yeah, where to stand at a concert.
We're going to be going to many concerts this year.
I've stood everywhere. I will say I've seen a concert from every single vantage point. I've been on the side. I've been behind. How about you ever got the ticket behind the stage? You stared at the back of heads?
Actually, I did have that for REM one year. Yes.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Unless they're like in the round where they run around.
Yeah, no, if you're just in the pure back,
and I've done that before.
It's just amps and wires.
The roadies are back there drinking coffee. All right. Well, let us know what you think. Where you like to stand. Where do you stand on standing? Let us know. Jeff, tell them where to.
Info at the Frustrated Rockstars, or leave some comments at YouTube. Obviously, the most popular thing. We love YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube's awesome.
So let's right now go into
the noise.
Speaking of concerts, the Grateful Dead alum, guys from the Grateful Dead.
The Dead.
And then some. They're calling themselves the Dead, and they're going on tour for the first time in 5 years. What do you think? Sign it or drop it?
Well, you know how I feel. It's not the Dead. It's like seeing Skinner. It's not Skinner.
Right, but they're not calling it the Grateful Dead, and they're not trying to replace Jerry Garcia.
And
They're just, you know,
and
guys,
the fans love it.
Yeah, I mean, they're one of the biggest touring bands of all time. I say sign it. I mean, cool. It's just unlike some other bands who try to replace the singer.
Right.
And Warren Haynes is going to be with him this year.
Now, should I know Warren Haynes?
Warren Haynes, yeah, he's been in the Allman Brothers for the past, like, I don't know, 15, 20 years. Government Mule. Right. He's a jam band guitar player. So he's going to be part of that. Bob Weir, Phil Lesh, Mickey Hart, and, you know.
I think all those, like, druggy guys, they just, who's still alive? I think when they put the tour together, let's get Dickie Betts.
Okay.
No. What about Jerry Garcia? No.
Right. Well, Dickie Betts is still alive.
Well, who's the one that died? Dwayne Allman. And Dickie Betts is still alive.
Yeah.
I can't keep up with them.
And Greg Allman's still alive.
Oh, are they really? Both Allman Brothers?
Yeah, the Allman Brothers are still around.
Edgar Winter?
He's still alive, too.
Okay, well, shoot.
But he wasn't in the Allman
No, but he can play with those guys, right?
Right, well, like Ringo Starr does the All-Star Band Tour. And he's got, I think Edgar Winter did, and Billy Squier and Colin Hay from
Men at Work.
So it's kind of the same kind of thing. I like the Ringo Starr, even though I've never been to it, but it's a good concept.
Sometimes you see those things, though, and there's just too many people on stage.
Yeah.
And, you know,
right.
There's 7 people playing guitar.
Where are you going to stand?
Yeah.
So I say sign it. Good for the Dead, or
all right, fine.
the Dead. Let
all
him.
right, you talked me into it.
Yeah. All right, cool.
All right, well, you know, you did it with your commentary. Your commentary.
All right, we did one last year in 2008. Of course, we started in 2008,
sure.
So this is very exciting to be
since 2008. That's what it says on our business card.
In our second year.
Sure.
What is selling out?
Yeah.
Wow,
that's going back.
My favorite line, of course, is Jason Newsted.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we sold out every single night, every single seat. So
and my favorite line is Bono, if you haven't sold out, you had nothing to sell.
See? So there's some good things in selling out.
Oh, sure.
Anyway, here's the comment on YouTube from Mafia2223.
Not to be confused with Mafia2224.
Right. You need to know what selling out is? Look at Kiss.
Wow.
Good idea. I mean, good
now, wait
good
a minute.
comment.
He's 110% right.
He is, but is it bad?
No, I don't think it's bad. I mean, he's laughing all the way to the bank, Gene Simmons.
Oh, yeah, but they did this in the 70s.
Here's my problem with it, with Gene Simmons. Spread the wealth. Give it to Ace Frehley and Peter Criss, too.
Right.
Go ahead and sell out, but everybody should get a piece of the pie.
Well, because back in the day, you know, they split everything equally. The Ace, Paul, Peter, and Gene split Kiss everything equally, merchandising area in the 70s. And then, of course...
And don't get me wrong, I am so sick of seeing Kiss memorabilia in Spencer's and everywhere else.
Right.
Ornaments and everything. I mean, come on.
I say it's not a bad thing.
I don't either. If you haven't sold out, you got nothing to sell.
All right, well, so we're on Bono's side with that.
Well, if you wrote a song and Microsoft wanted to use it and they're going to pay you $15 million, you're going to say no?
Right.
Why?
You wouldn't say no.
Right. Especially a song like Start Me Up by Rolling Stones.
By this time, Kurt Cobain would have sold a song.
Absolutely.
For all you Nirvana fans.
Oh, God, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. In Bloom would be selling Famous Amos cookies.
All right. So thank you so much for commenting on Mafia2223.
Yeah.
If you want to, leave them at YouTube or email us info@thefrustratedrockstars.com. Thank you so much for joining us.
So much.
And in the meantime,
enjoy your music.